If you're watching this, you've probably heard the famous Charlie Munger quote, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you gotta do it." But let's be honest, in 2026, for most of us, $100,000 feels like a fantasy. So we set a smaller goal, the first $10,000. We're told that once we hit 5 figures, everything changes. The money stress vanishes. You finally have a cushion. You're officially an investor. But here's the truth nobody, not even the big finance channels, wants to tell you. Your first $10,000 is a lie. If you save that 10K by skipping meals and living like a monk, you haven't built wealth. You've just built a temporary safety net that inflation is currently eating at a rate of 4 to 6% per year. In this video, I'm going to show you why the savings path to 10K is a death trap for your 20s and 30s, and I'm going to give you the digital blueprint to earn it in a way that actually scales to 100K and beyond. Forget what you know about unsexy habits. We're talking about income velocity. Let's look at the standard advice. Nick tells you to save $200 a month. At that rate, it takes you 50 months, over 4 years, to hit $10,000. 4 years of saying no to dinner with friends. 4 years of driving a car that might break down any second. 4 years of opportunity cost. While you were busy saving $5 on a latte, the world changed. AI replaced 3 of your potential job roles. Rent went up 15%. That $10,000 you finally saved in 2030, it has the buying power of $7,000 today. This is the frugality trap. When you focus on saving, your brain is in defense mode. You are playing not to lose. But wealth is built on offense. If you're a digital marketing specialist or a creator, your goal shouldn't be to save $10,000. Your goal should be to build a machine that generates $10,000 on command. Here's the difference between saved wealth and created wealth. To hit 10K fast in 2026, you need to stop trading time for money and start trading results for money. Step 1, the high-income skill. You don't need a degree, you need a painkiller skill. I'm a digital marketing specialist. When I help a business turn $1,000 of ad spend into $5,000 of revenue, I am a painkiller for their growth problems. They don't care if I worked 1 hour or 100 hours. They pay for the outcome. Step 2, the 2K client rule. Instead of saving $200 a month, your goal is to find 5 people who will pay you $2,000 one time, or 1 person who will pay you $2,000 a month. Suddenly, that 4-year savings goal becomes a 5-month earning goal. Step 3, income velocity. Once you have the $10,000, you don't put it in a savings account. You reinvest it into assets that scale. Step 4, the arbitrage secret. Most people think wealth is about how much you keep. In the digital age, wealth is actually about how much you can deploy. Let's talk about the $500 arbitrage. If you put $500 into a high-yield savings account at 4.5%, at the end of the year, you have $522. You've made enough for a pizza. Congratulations! You're technically richer, but you're still stuck in the same life. But if you take that same $500 and deploy it into a Meta Ads campaign for a local service business, let's say a high-end landscaping company or a dental clinic, and you generate just 3 high-ticket leads for them, that $500 just turned into $5,000 in revenue for that business. Because you are the one who knows how to turn data into dollars, you don't charge for your time. You charge for the bridge. You charge a $1,500 management fee. Now let's do the math again. The savings path, 50 months to hit 10K. The arbitrage path, 7 clients at a $1,500 fee. If you land 2 clients a month, you hit your $10,000 milestone in less than 90 days. And here is the kicker. Unlike the money you saved by skipping lattes, this $10,000 came with a skill upgrade. You now know how to print money for businesses. You aren't just holding 10K, you are now a person who is worth 10K a month. Step 5, the velocity framework. Why does Nick Invests focus so much on the turtle lane? Because it's safe, it's easy to explain, it doesn't require you to take a risk. But safe is the most dangerous place to be in 2026. If you want to hit that first 10K and make it actually mean something, you need to follow the velocity framework. 1. The foundation, 0 to 2K. Don't invest in the S&P 500 yet. Invest in yourself. Buy the software, buy the lead gen tools, buy the deep dive marketing courses. If your bank account is under $2,000, the best stock in the world is your own brain. 2. The leverage, the first 10K. Once you have the skill, you find the leverage. Leverage is doing more with less. In marketing, leverage is automation. Instead of manually sending emails, you build a sequence. Instead of manually posting, you use AI-driven scheduling. You are building a digital machine that works while you sleep. This is how you hit the 10K mark without burning out. 3. The protection, the nick phase. Only once you have that $10,000 generated from your digital machine do you move into the phase Nick talks about. Now you take that $10,000 and move it into boring investments. The mistake 99% of people make is trying to do step 3 before they've mastered step 1. They're trying to protect money they haven't even earned yet. They're protecting $500. Why? Even if that $500 doubles, you still can't pay your rent for 2 months. Stop playing small. The $10,000 milestone isn't a trophy for being good at saving. It's a fuel tank for your next big move. Step 6. The 2026 reality check. We have to be real for a second. The world is getting more expensive. The standard financial advice was written in a world where a house cost 3x your salary. Today, it's 10x. If you follow the old blueprint, you're running a race where the finish line is moving faster than you are. The only way to win is to change the vehicle you're driving.
Step 7. The Zane case study. From $0 to $10,000. To show you this isn't just theory, I want to tell you the story of Zane. In early 2026, Zane was in a tough spot. He had a university degree, but in an economy where AI was already doing the work of entry-level analysts, his degree felt like a piece of paper. He had exactly $150 left in his name. Zane tried the standard advice first. He followed the frugality gurus. He stopped buying coffee, walked 3 miles to save on bus fare, and ate the cheapest instant noodles he could find. After 3 months of living like a monk, he had saved $250. He was exhausted, depressed, and still nowhere near his goals. That's when I asked him one question. Zane, why are you spending your life saving pennies when you could be scaling a skill? Zane didn't go back to school. He didn't look for a job. He looked for a high-value problem. He found a local dental clinic that was struggling. They were great at fixing teeth, but they were invisible online. They were losing thousands of dollars every month to bigger franchises. Zane made them a risk-free offer. He didn't ask for a salary. He said, "Give me $500 for your ad spend. I will bring you 20 new patients this month. If I don't, you pay me nothing. If I do, you pay me a $1,500 performance fee." The clinic agreed because they had nothing to lose. Zane used a simple lead magnet, a free dental consultation. In 2 weeks, 15 patients booked. The clinic made $4,000 in immediate revenue. Zane got his $1,500. He didn't go out and buy a new phone. He took that $1,500 and deployed it. He hired a virtual assistant to help with lead follow-ups and used the remaining cash to land 2 more clinics. By the end of month 3, Zane had $10,000 in cash. But more importantly, he had a digital machine that could generate that 10K every single month. He stopped being a saver and became a wealth architect.
Step 8. The 3 progress killers. Now, Zane's path sounds fast, but most people fail in month 2. If you want to reach the 10K milestone, you must avoid these 3 progress killers. The shiny object syndrome. You start learning digital assets, then you see a TikTok about crypto.
Then you hear about day trading. Wealth is built on concentration, not diversification. Pick one lane and stay in it until you hit 10K. Analysis paralysis. You watch 50 videos on how to set up a dashboard, but never actually send a message to a client. In the 2026 economy, the world rewards execution, not learning. If you aren't embarrassed by your first attempt, you started too late. Premature consumption. This is the big one. As soon as that first $2,000 hits your account, your brain tells you to reward yourself with a luxury watch or a vacation. Don't. That money is the fuel for your machine. If you take the fuel out now, the engine dies. Stay frugal only until your machine is self-sustaining. Step 9. The final blueprint and outro. The lesson for today is clear. The first 10K milestone is a lie if it's built on a foundation of saving alone. In 2026, you cannot save your way to freedom because the cost of freedom is rising faster than your savings account interest rate. Stop playing defense, start playing offense. Build the skill, deploy the capital, and then, and only then, use the profit to buy the boring investments the other gurus talk about. If you're ready to stop following the old rules and start building your own wealth blueprint, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. In the next video, I'm breaking down the 5 unsexy digital skills that can replace your 9-to-5 salary in less than 6 months, no degree required.